I am here at Gallus Outback Cuttings, the Southwest Winter Classic, and here we have more than over 100 horses competing. There are so many horses here, along with so many families that travel all over the country just to be here in this one specific spot, and it's such a close-knit community. You're going to find out from these riders what their experience is like, why they go to these horse shows. In this video, I'm going to be asking the participants what goes through a horse's mind when they're in the arena.
You know, that's a great question. You know, they have an innate desire to want to work the cow. It's bred into them, and it's certainly the trainer. You know, trainers obviously take that and go with it and make it even more, I guess, refined, if you will. But they have that desire. It's there. You know, they're trained to learn how to counteract the cow and how to control it. So I guess I hope when we walk into the arena, they're thinking, you know, that they love to do it. And I really think a lot of them do. Most of them do, especially the really good ones. They love it. So I think they're kind of craving getting to go out there and work and actually control the cow and do their thing. It's really interesting. But yeah, they have a lot of desire on their own. It's not that they're being forced or made to do this. They really want to do it.
It's an interesting thing. I mean, I think all of them are different, just like humans. You know, and they some of them have great work ethic. The horses, just like some people, and some of them get lazy by the end of the show and are like, do I have to do that again? You know, and some of them love it for a long time. And the cattle are interesting. You know, some of them, you know, you don't think anything, and a lot of them are very inquisitive and want to know what's going on, and you know, and so it's a journey for them as well. You know, when you think about they come from, you know, wherever they come from on a truck and get here, and it's exciting, and they see what they see, and you know, to me, it's a bit of a game, right? They play the game, and you know, then they're hungry probably. That's
You know what? They're all individuals. The good ones really crave it. They enjoy it. They like the challenge. And so that's what's really interesting about this sport is to watch these horses. They're very, very interested. And the good ones, like I said, they love the challenge. They're athletes and they want to go do it.
These quarter horses are trained and very smart, and they know what you're in there for. Your legs help them think a little better, of course, in the way you ride, but they're very, very smart, and we've trained them to be that way.
Most of the horses they love what they do. You'll have a horse that if it gets injured and it's home and it's getting fit back up there, you can tell they want to go out and they want to be out in the community. They want to be back at work because they're bred to do this and they love it. We take such good care of our horses. Some people feel that, you know, we shouldn't wear spurs, we shouldn't put bridles in their mouths, but I can guarantee these horses are some of the best well-taken horses in the industry. They go to the spa, they go called cold water, they're on the best supplements, they go to the vet, we make sure they're not in any pain, they go to the chiropractor, the acupuncturist. They're like our family, and you always want your kids and your family to be the best that they can.
I think that the moment the hand goes down for the rider and the horse, it's quite fluid and natural at that point. I think everybody's working on learned knowledge, and it's a fascinating process to watch.
Well, you know, these horses are specifically bred to cut. The ones that are the winners are truly thinking about the cow. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I think it depends on the horse. The really great ones are really smart. They are really smart, and they love what they do. And they get that special look in their eye and their ear. You can just see them, you know, reading that cow and doing their job. And they're very focused when they have to be focused to do their job. So you watch their minds work, and that's kind of cool.
What's going through a horse's mind is like we train them up so much that when they're in there, it's playtime for them to go like with the cows. Gotcha. They just like, it's I call it a cat and mouse game because like they like hunt them out and then they're like just, yeah.
A great deal of it is repetitious training, but the majority of it is the breeding. The horses are bred to want to work livestock, and they enjoy it. Most of them do. So that's what I think.
Honestly, I think since we breed them to love cattle and breed cattle, that's all they think about and care about, especially after they get trained and they can kind of do it on their own. It almost makes them mad that you try to change or do something different than what they want to do handling that cow, because that's their whole thing. They're made to cut. So that's what they think about all the time.
You know, they're trained to do their job. They are trying to do what they're told, but also they're trying to do what they know that they were trained to do. true. The horses, in my opinion, are smarter than we are, in a way. Sometimes we want them to do things that they were not set up to do originally. Like, for instance, backing up. Horses, that's not natural for them to reverse. Everything for a horse is typically forward, going forward. So in this sport, they do go backwards, and then they set up to go the other way and chase down the cow and prevent it from going back to the herd. So horses are pretty incredible. They're just smart animals, and they're super impressive.
They're really focused on their job, and a lot of these horses get a big adrenaline rush from this. It's one of their favorite things to do. They love their job, all of them.
I think it's just almost like the pure concentration. Like, they know I can't be late, I have to wait, and they just know, like, just after all the training they've done of years and years, I think they just know when it's right to go, when to wait, what not to do. I think it also depends on the person as well.
I don't know. It's kind of a range of different emotions, I'd assume. You know, some really enjoy what they do. Some, you know, kind of just go through the motions. Luckily, the horses that I have do love what they do, so.
Definitely about winning. A lot of these horses know their job, and they know that they're here to win, and that's their job, is to pretty much win and be there for their riders.
I think that they're so concentrated, they're so cowy, and all they want is that cow. They're so trained to follow that cow. That's all there is on their mind.
I've seen so many horses riding in these events, and I've learned just now that the horse is mainly in control when it's cutting the cows. I used to think the human being was controlling the horse, but no, the horse is doing literally all the work when it comes down to it. And then at the end of everything, the judge is the one that decides what the horse's ranking was, whether it did a good job or bad job. The highest score you can get is an 80. That's what every rider starts off with. But if you get a bad score, it's a 60 or 0 if the horse just leaves or it was an absolutely terrible run. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please do yourself a huge favor and hit that like button. As well, if you'd like to see more episodes from the Cutting Horse documentary, be sure to look at the links down below in the video description. These links will guide you to each video that is within the Cutting Horse documentary series. And if you feel obligated, be sure to comment down what you thought of the video and what you would like to see next. Your feedback is very important.